For the past 30 years and more, he's worked as a mechanical engineer and also doubling as a farmer. This week on The Ghanaian Farmer, we introduce to you the CEO of Ablodefe Farms, Mr. Simon Ablodefe, who found love and passion for farming thanks to his father, who was once an engineer and a farmer. He's into a lot of things, from poultry farming to pineapple farming to tomato farming, and of course he's one of the farmers growing apple here in Ghana. Interesting, exciting. We're about to interact with him to find out how do you blend or how do you manage, balance your time as a corporate person and of course the farmer. My name is Anyonam and this is The Ghanaian Farmer. On this show, we bring to you insightful stories to educate, to inform, and of course to inspire you that it is possible. You can do, hello, hold on. It is not the possible you are hearing out there. It is possible to be a corporate worker and a farmer. Wherever you're watching us from, please share your thoughts, your views with us. We are going for a quick breather. When I come back, Mr. Ablodefe will be joining me right here to tell me more about his journey, when he started farming, what made him settled on from poultry to these and that. He'll be telling me these and more. I'm going for a quick breather. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. Thanks for staying. If you're just tuning in, you're watching The Ghanaian Farmer on Joy Prime Television. My name is Anyonam, and today we're coming to have an interesting conversation on how to balance your time as a corporate worker and of course someone who is passionate or interested in farming. And I'm going to be doing this with the CEO of Ablodefe Farms, Mr. Simon Ablodefe. Thanks for having us on your farm.
Thank you for having me.
So you tell me you are a mechanical engineer.
Yeah.
How long did you work in that space for?
It adds up to 35 years.
You worked for 35 years as a mechanical engineer?
Underground, surface,
Okay.
and then training.
With which organization?
Anglo Gold Ashanti first,
Okay.
Newmont Ghana,
Right.
and then I worked with some NGOs at the north,
Oh.
training the engineers in the workshops, in the 3 universities at the
Okay. All right. So you are presently on retirement.
On retirement.
Which year did you retire?
2022.
So was it 2022 that you started the farming, or you were?
No. I started the farming way back 2014.
Okay.
But I started with the poultry and then pineapple.
Poultry and pineapple.
Yeah.
But we've heard a lot of scary stories about if you don't stay in your poultry farm, people will steal you, your birds will die. Yeah. You didn't hear all these stories?
Oh, I heard it. But, you know, it's how you manage it.
Okay.
So when you are close to the guys in-house, you'll be able to, you know, keep some of these, you know, practices.
Okay.
So, like example, by mounting the CCT.
Right.
Yeah,
Cameras.
so you'll be able to
monitor
whatever goes on in the farm.
Okay. Yeah. I see. Okay, so what about the poultry? Is it a deep litter or battery cage? Which of the system? Deep litter.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the capacity of your birds now?
2,000, but I sold 1,000 the other day. So the new ones are coming.
Are coming
for another 1,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me, what was the inspiration, the drive that made you added farming even whilst working in such big firms? I'm sure you were paying good. They were paying you good. So
Yeah. Okay, the interest was there because my father was a farmer as well. And so that interest was derived from
your father.
Yeah. So no matter how the situation was,
Right.
I was able to cope.
Okay. Now, where is your farm located here in Ghana?
It's Awuye Krom off Brinsome Road.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me the journey, 2014 up until now. How will you describe it? How has it been?
It's not been easy, but because I have the passion in doing it, now I can say I'm confident. Yeah, of what I'm doing.
Okay.
You know.
I see. All right. So you mentioned some specific things that you're doing: the poultry, the pineapple, tomatoes, nutmeg, and then the newbie is apple. Those of you who were doubting if there is apple in Ghana, there's an apple farm. So what went into the selection of these specific things that you're producing on your farm?
Okay. For the apple, you know, my sister and the husband
Okay.
we're having a chat on, you know, which plants it's okay to, you know, plant in Ghana now. And my in-law said, no, Simon, why can't you try the apples? Because it was on the net and he saw one Wambugu apple in Kenya, blah, blah, blah. So whenever he comes down, he would like us to go to Kenya to purchase a few
Seedlings. Okay.
Try it.
Right.
When we are okay, then we can go for
Expand it.
So we did that initial, you know, arrangement. And, I joined the platform.
Yeah.
And Kate said they are bringing some seedlings
To Ghana.
So I said, voila.
Okay.
Then I'm okay. So we picked the seedlings from here.
Yeah.
And we started.
Okay. So which year was this? Was it this very year when Kate came?
No.
Okay.
Last year, somewhere around June.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So before you bought the seedling, I'm sure you would have gone through some series of training, testimonies from people and all that.
Yeah. One, they gave us a manual.
Okay.
To guide us. So I have to follow that. And Kate, from time to time, you know, give a lecture of how to go about the planting, the nurturing, and everything.
Okay.
The watering.
Okay.
Blah, blah.
All right. So how many seedlings did you buy from the start?
From the start, we bought 20, and later we went in for 100.
Okay. So this is you tell me this is a plot. This is just a plot.
Yeah, this.
And how many plants do you have here?
There were 120.
120.
120. But
Okay.
We lost some. So.
Okay. How many did you lose so far?
About 30.
About 30.
Yeah.
Okay. But the rest are all doing well.
Yeah, the rest are
Okay.
well.
So tell me, when you brought the seedling, what did you do? Because I can see that you've done some ring weeding and then the plant is inside. Tell me some of the things you did before introducing the plant or the seedling.
Okay. From the greenhouse.
Yes.
That's what you see there.
Yes.
So we brought the seedlings. And we nurtured the seedlings there.
Okay.
So after 6 weeks, then you have to transplant. So we dig a 1 foot by 1 foot.
Yes.
Deep
Right.
hole, and then we put in the black soil.
Okay.
Then we plant it in.
Okay, so you dig 1 foot by 1 foot, then you introduce the black soil, and what else? Just the black soil? Okay.
Per the manual.
Then the what?
Per the manual.
Per the manual.
Yeah.
Where did you get the black soil?
We bought it from those horticulturist stores.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have the black soil.
Right. So when you introduce the black soil into the hole, do you have to wait some days or hours before you do the planting?
No. We ideally, we actually treated the hole, the dark hole, because this area is a termite prone area. So we treated it for a week, making sure all the termites are off before we filled with the black soil and then we planted it.
Okay. So how old is this plant now?
This 1 year now.
1 year.
1 year.
Okay, and I see some are already flowering.
Yeah.
So it means we have to wait some few months to see the apple fruiting.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are some of the regular activities you do when you come around?
Mostly is monitoring, see how the leaves are doing.
Yes.
And then at times we want to know if the water is reaching the taproots. That's by digging a small hole,
okay,
about 1 foot
yes.
and a half
yes.
deep down.
Yes.
So you could measure how deep the watering, water have gone to.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, boss.
Because
you have catalyzed there. Let's see how. Let's see how you try it and let me see. So when you dig 1 foot, let's keep talking whilst it's digging. When you dig 1 foot, then you are able to tell if the water you are giving the plant is going all the way to the root. Yeah. Okay. So wait, is it daily you water or?
No.
Okay.
Like it's part of the monitoring.
Yeah.
You dig and you assess how moist the soil is.
Yes. Okay.
So that will tell you whether the soil is dry, down, or
it's wet.
So when it's wet,
yes.
you leave it
for how many days?
Or 2.
Okay.
Then you do the same thing again.
Right.
If you see any dryness, then you have to water. That's the reason why after excavating
yes.
the peripheral
yes.
plant,
yes.
you leave something like a drain.
Okay.
So that when you water, everything will stay in there. It doesn't run
out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the essence of digging the ring weeding. Yeah. All right, that's fine. I also realized that you have some plastic bottles around the plant. What are they serving? What's the purpose of that?
Yeah, exactly. So we use that in treating the termites. If perchance termites invade, so by digging this hole, you assess the soil. You assess the soil as well to see if you see any termites in there. So
when you dig,
you assess. If you see the termites, then meaning you have to apply treat it. So using the bottle is easier. That will reach
down
the roots without you harming the roots.
Okay. All right. How is it like a first timer growing apple? How is it like for you? What do you have to go through? How do you keep monitoring the plant to see the healthiness, if it's responding and all that? Tell me your experience and how you are adjusting.
Yeah, like I said earlier, first and foremost, you have to get a passion for what you are doing. Then be encouraged by what you read in the manual, because that is going to guide you as to what to do.
Right.
When you don't get it from the manual, you read to maybe Kate. You can call Kate.
Yeah.
To ask, or you send a message through the platform.
The platform. Okay, so the Ghanaian people who are growing the apple, you have a platform.
We have a platform.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how much did one seedling cost you? I didn't ask about that.
$10.
Okay, so multiplied by the 120, you have a fair idea of how much it would be costing you. You also told me you use manure.
Yeah.
What role does the manure play in the growth of the plant?
Yeah, you know, for farming,
yes,
without manure, it will be difficult for you to get a very good yield.
Yeah.
So, from time to time, you have to see how the right thing to do is to take some of the soil for sampling. If the nutrients in the soil is okay, then, but if you can assess from your own, you can apply the manure as I've done to.
Okay, so tell me, when you bring the manure, what do? I just scatter it on the plant? No. What do I do?
So what we do here is from the stem of the tree, you start digging about 1.5 foot round.
Okay. Okay.
When you don't see the roots, then you go closer. Immediately you see the roots coming out, then you pause it, because that's how far the roots have gone.
Okay.
So you can see the roots here.
Yes.
Have you seen the roots?
Yes.
So if you dig around and you see the roots as white as this, then meaning it's okay. But if you see it browning, then meaning the tree will bound.
It's lacking some nutrients.
The
green leaves.
Meaning you are experiencing root rot. So it will bound go. Unless maybe you take a very good care of, like this one, this tree.
Yes.
The other time when we dug around it, we saw it changing.
Okay.
From this state.
Yes.
To browning.
Okay.
So we have to give it a special attention.
Okay.
I have to get it back.
Right. So it means that every now and then you have to be checking and monitoring how your plant is faring
Sure.
to know at what stage and what to do. I see. So because you have a poultry farm, you get the manure from there
Manure straight,
and then
yeah.
use it on the plant.
Use it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So one thing I also want to know is I saw some of the leaves also looking a bit yellowish and all that. Has that brought any form of concern? Is there anything I should be worried about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Immediately, because when you see the leaves yellowing, meaning there's something wrong
Okay.
going on somewhere.
Right.
So you have to look for it.
Okay.
So that's where myself and my supervisor,
Yes.
we dig the holes to ascertain whether there are termites still worrying the roots, or maybe the manure around it is fading off.
Okay.
Then we have to replenish.
I see. Okay. So, but for those of you who are growing the apple, I've heard there are some in the Volta region, Amejope,
Yeah.
that they started fruiting and they are harvesting.
Yeah.
Who else have you heard is producing it that is also harvesting already?
Yeah, on the platform, I think there is one lady in Accra, or is it in some?
Okay.
I think she has about 2 and is fruiting. But it looks as if she bought it way back in the years. I don't know, because
Okay.
when you see the
plant
plant, you could see that it's been there for
for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But on a whole, how will you describe or encourage someone who is going into farming to be able to adjust, monitor, and be involved?
Yeah, it's time consuming, but like I said earlier, you have to, encourage yourself, get the passion to do what you are doing, like farming. I'm into farming, so I have to do and do it right. So if you get that notion,
Yeah.
and you'll be able to
To do it.
do it.
Okay. Now, my encounter with Kay, she told me apples are water-loving plant. Do you have water here? And
Yeah, we have a stream down here.
okay,
Just here, where the banana is.
the banana is.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a stream there, so we pump straight into this
Yeah.
tank, and by gravity,
It flows
it
through.
flows through the pipes,
Okay.
and there are holes in it. So
Yes. So that's how
it
you
protects-
irrigate
irrigate it.
the farm.
But at the moment, I'm losing it. So
Okay.
I'm losing all the pipes.
Okay.
So I'm using the hose
Right.
to do the watering. So
Okay.
I replace them.
How has your engineering background helped you in your farming journey?
Like as an engineer, we use manuals a lot. So I can just open the manual
Yes.
and then read everything.
And you understand?
Yeah, exactly. Immediately I open the manual is my home.
Yes.
So I open it, read everything.
Yes.
Where I feel like, no, I don't understand this, I put it on the platform.
Right.
And somebody
Would answer.
will answer.
Okay.
Then I will use that in, I'll apply it to
Right.
what I'm doing here.
Okay. Now, I'm sure you've pretty much invested a lot into what you're doing.
Sure.
Are you recouping? Is it paying off?
Once I've started crunching, I can't say it's paying off,
Okay.
but I know and I believe
Yes.
that by December or first quarter next year,
Yes.
oh,
You will start crunching.
we will start.
We will come back and
Yeah,
crunch.
you have to come back.
Okay, I see. But let's talk about marketing. The poultry, the pineapple, apple, the ones you're already harvesting.
Yeah.
Tell me, one of the biggest challenge of farmers, not just Ghanaian farmers, but African farmers, is marketing.
Yeah.
How do you go about your marketing? How do you get buyers?
For the poultry and the eggs, the market is already there.
Okay,
So there's no sweat about that.
right.
The pineapple, the market is there.
Okay,
There's no sweat. At times, we get the foreign order. We have people who are into that. They come, they pick what they want, and then the rest we sell it on the local market.
Okay, people buy it outside.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I see. All right, then the rest you sell it in the local market.
Yeah.
Okay, so marketing is not really a problem.
Marketing is not really a problem.
Okay.
And I know I can
Yeah.
do the same to this. So maybe if you're able to get the one district, one factory,
Yeah.
then they will come for it. Other than that, we'll be able to put them out.
Right. Okay, so on that one district, one factory, my name is Anyanam. You're still watching The Ghanaian Farmer, and I'm chit-chatting with engineer Simon Ablodefe, and a farmer as well. He does a couple of things, from livestock to crop farming and many other things. But the interesting reason why I'm here is because when I did my interview with Kate, of course, Wudimaya has done that before I did. A lot of people were asking, is it true that there is apple growing in Ghana? Yes, we are in Ghana. We are in the eastern region, and this is an apple farm, and very much our crop. And so in about a few months, like engineer said, we'll come back and start the crunching. I'm going for a quick breather. When I come back, we'll continue with some more conversation just to help you on how do you balance between corporate work and farming, because he started way back and now he's on retirement, so he devotes a lot of time for the farm. I'll be right back after this. Stay tuned. Thanks for staying. If you're just tuning in, you're watching The Ghanaian Farmer, let's hear from you. Being it's a question or a contribution, wherever you're watching, let's hear from you. It's all about Wambugu apples growing here in Ghana. So, engineer, people are praying, or we are all praying, that a lot more of the youth would come into farming. But that's not the case. Most of them are rather praying to get visa and then get out of the country. But here are some of you, I mean, an engineer, you have it all, but you find yourself on the field. What do we do to attract more of the youth into farming, and does it pay?
Yeah, I think we, like I said earlier, we have to encourage the young ones to come up strongly, that we are all going into farming because it pays a lot. Like myself and my supervisor,
yeah,
we virtually don't buy anything that we eat. We buy just salt. We don't buy meat. If we don't have a fish pond. If we need to eat chicken, goat, everything, we have them here. Anytime we feel like consuming them, we do. So the youth have to be encouraged, not only into dressmaking and the other stuff, but to be abreast and be encouraged to move into some of this farming practices.
But you see, someone will say, because you have worked as an engineer, you've managed to save money before you went into the space. But there are those who also have the desire, but don't have the resource. And here in Ghana, no bank is willing to even give money to anybody to go into farming, because they said the risk is so high. How then do they go? Because the word of encouragement, oh, you can do it, it's not enough. I need money, so what do we do?
I know. We have people around who, invest in whatever somebody is interested in.
Right.
Like in the area of sponsoring.
Yes.
If my supervisor want to, farm maybe an acre of tomato.
Yeah.
I can sponsor.
Buy
all the implements and everything that goes with that farming to him, and after harvest, I take my part. You also take your part. Though you don't have the capital. Yeah. But you've gotten what you want. By time. So it's all about you coming out strongly, saying, I can do it if I'm able to get this. So maybe in the long run, people have to, get that idea of moving into
the partnership zone.
Exactly.
There are a lot of people out there outside Ghana who are eyeing to come and invest, especially in agribusiness or agriculture. But what are some of the red flags that you have encountered around 2014 when you are about starting, maybe conducting your search for land, hiring of farm workers, pumping money into the space? What are some of the red flags that you want to share?
Okay.
Look into the camera and talk to.
Yeah, I think the most dangerous one is you investing in somebody who haven't tried his or her hands on maybe some of this. Like if you invest in somebody who have never done apples, and you say, okay, because you are from Ghana, apples are doing well, let me invest in your farm so that whatever comes out, you may lose. But if you're able to get somebody who have tried and proven, voila, why not? So you need somebody who has the experience, the first-hand, information about the nitty-gritties of how to go about all this to start with. The potentials are there.
Okay. Climate change has been a matter of concern. I'm sure you've heard the issue happening in the northern region now, to the extent that minister or the government has to lay a ban on the importation or exportation of some of our commodities. What are some of the climate smart practices that you are doing on your farm? Because I can see you've let a lot of the grass around, you've not weeded the whole place. What are some of the things you're doing to keep your plant in check or to keep the ground always moist?
I am so happy to have this stream down here. So it's all season in our stream.
Yeah.
You can get water all season. So I pump it into and I use it all season.
Okay.
So I don't see much of a challenge when it comes to managing some of these plants.
Okay, I see. All right. So I also realized that you have other things. You mentioned nutmeg, and why are you trying?
Tangerine.
Why are you trying your hands on a lot of things at the same time?
I'm one person who would like to try everything, so that if I want to tomorrow, if I want to go full scale, that will not be a problem for me, because I know the challenges that comes with maybe planting nutmeg, planting this, planting that.
Okay. On a whole, how many of you are in the apple farming on your page? When you check the page, how many of you are here doing it in Ghana?
In Ghana, well, I can't tell offhand, but believe you me, we are about more than 50.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
50.
More than 50 people. That's really, really great.
And I know we still have more, but some are not active.
Okay.
Active ones.
Okay.
Around 50.
But you are around 50.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the future looking like for Ablodipe Farms? Now you are producing, but what's the future looking like for Ablodipe Farms?
Very bright. Yes. Because I've tried the poultry, it's working well. The pineapple is working well, so I know
the apple
also do well. It's just the coconut. That one I planted it at the top. Okay. And that place is a bit rocky. So, right. I lost most of them. Okay. But the surviving ones are doing well. So I repeated it here. So when you go by the pineapple, right, you see them. I see. Okay. So in full, how many acres of farmland do you have? I have 10 here, then 4 at the top. Okay, so it means 14 in total. Are you not, don't you feel discouraged at times when you lose some of the things you grow? Because apple, for instance, you bought 120, 30, it's gone. Coconut, you planted a lot, is gone. You don't feel down, you don't feel discouraged? You know engineers, we don't give up. Engineers don't give up. Okay. Yeah. I see. Yeah. Whenever we think of, investing into something. Yeah. We think about the we start by thinking about what the result will be in the future. So before you go in, you know, if I do this and add this, the consequences will be this.
Okay.
Why don't you do away with this one and go with this?
Okay.
So you'll be doing that analysis, and that will bring
Right.
whatever good in you out for you to be able to monitor
Right.
it.
Okay.
For you to be able to produce
Okay.
whatever you want to.
Okay. All right. So look into the camera and share your final message with those watching in Ghana. Our show goes beyond Ghana because it's on a YouTube and many people would watch. Any advice you want to share to those who are yet to come into farming, those who are already in farming, encountering some challenges and thinking, oh, do I give up and all that? What will be your final message to them?
Yeah, dear farmers, I think farming is a lucrative venture. So I urge fellow farmers to just give your all into farming. Adhere to monitoring, continuous monitoring, because if you engage in farming and you leave it to wherever the caretaker is, that person might not have the expertise to continue till you produce. So you have to make time, assess, monitor, evaluate. Then I think with that, at the start, you can make a headway. So I'm encouraging you, don't give up. I am Simeon Abledepe, a mechanical engineer. I don't give up in whatever I do. I just go straight. Even if I lose, I'll repeat it. Yeah.
Right. So how do we find you? For those who want to reach out, maybe visit the farm, interact with you, see how you are managing and all that. Is there a website or a social media or a number to share? How do they reach out to you?
I think Wambugo Apples, we have a platform. I'm on the platform. You can get me through that. And then if you want to contact me on my mobile phone, my number is 0244 614804.
Okay, so that's engineer Simon Ablodepe. He's equally a mixed farmer. At this point, he's not just one type of farmer, so he's into mixed farming. He has crops, he has livestock, and many other things. And he's shared an insightful story with us. Tell you what, I will be back during the crunching time. Sure. And I'll come and crunch this apple. I just can't wait because there are a lot of people who are also growing the apple here in Ghana. Like I said, they are almost 50 plus. In the Volta region, I'm told there are some farms also there. I'm going to devote my time and visit some of those who are already harvesting on a small scale to show you that indeed Wambugu apple is doing here in Ghana. It's doing well in Africa. This is ours. Let's embrace it. Let's face the challenges head on and let's make it work because it is possible. We can make it work. My name is Anjona and this has been The Ghanaian Farmer. If you're out there and you just watch our video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yes, please subscribe. And what you do is to share the videos. There are a lot of people who want the knowledge, the information, the guidance as to how to start, where to start, how to find help like Mr. Ablodepe. He will be there to, guide you, talk to you, depending on what you want to do, if it's within the stuff that he's doing. Thank you very much for watching. On that note, you will see you some other time, but I'll take you around so you can see the plant. But for now, you will see the apple. However, in a few months' time, you will see the apple. But this is the same Wambugu apple I saw in Kenya whilst with Kate. Thank you very much, sir, for having us on your farm. Thank you very much. Okay, so bye-bye.